This is the Dean of the College of HBCU Sports, Kenyatta Cavill of Dr. Cavill's Inside the HBCU Sports Lab with Mike Washington and Charles Bishop. Come mix it up in the lab where the course lecture is in session every Tuesday from 6 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time on Facebook Live, YouTube Spreaker, or the BCSN app, as we discuss all things about the HBCU sports culture, including exploring the week that was in the sporting HBCU diaspora, as well as the upcoming week of HBCU sports. With me, the Dean, the College of HBCU Sports, on Dr. Cavill's Inside the HBCU Sports Lab with Mike Washington and Charles Bishop. Course lecture dismissed.
Do you own a business, have a service or product, apparel, entertainment, or food? Would you like to reach an educated client base that are loyal? Then the Urban Passport Business Directory is for you. The Urban Passport is your premier digital discount and media portal with the Urban Digital Television Networks and V108.5 radio properties embedded. Stay connected with the community with the latest news, entertainment, and HBCU sports and culture with the Black College Sports Network. Visit myjbn.com/passport to register your business and sign up for your free app before the August 24th release date. We are the premier digital national urban business directory, always free to the consumer. The Urban Passport, the evolution of the Green Book, and your digital passport to a world of savings. Tune in to the BCSN Pod Zone, the aggregate of some of the best HBCU sports shows on the net. Find them on Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and everywhere you hear podcasts.
For over 30 years, HBCU Image has been more than just an apparel store. We've been a movement, a statement, a legacy. We celebrate the pride, the purpose, and the culture that make historically black colleges and universities legendary. Whether you're a student or a lifelong supporter, our gear lets you wear your HBCU story with confidence and style. Because when you wear HBCU Image, you're not just wearing clothes. You're wearing culture. You're wearing pride. You're wearing purpose. HBCU
football fans. HBCU football is back in the ATL on August 29th with the Cricket MEAC SWAC Challenge Kickoff presented by Toyota, representing the SWAC, Alabama A&M, and representing the MEAC, Howard, Bulldogs, Bison, the Marching Maroon and White, the Showtime Marching Band, the premier FCS matchup in primetime with a kickoff trophy up for grabs. Join us pre-game for band jamborees, food, activations, and fellowship. For tickets and information, visit MEACSWACChallenge.com.
I love Atlanta, a city in the forest. I love Atlanta. I love Atlanta, a city in the forest. Hi, I'm Jeff Cleveland, seasoned loan officer in the Atlanta market. And whether you're buying a new home, refinancing to do debt consolidation, home improvements, or just to lower your payment, give me a call. I'll ensure that you're treated with dignity and respect, that you're informed throughout the process, and that there are no surprises at closing. Give me a call and let's get started.
What's up? What's up? What's up? I'm feeling a little nostalgic, so I decided to do a whole black and white something tonight. We got a guest on the show, so we're gonna try to act like we're gonna behave. Oh, before I get started, Mo, can you hear me? I gotta check my audio. All right, so we're gonna act like we're gonna behave there, like I'm doing the nostalgic thing. I'm doing a little black and white, just see how it go. All right, welcome around the Thoughts with DVP. I'm your host, DVP. Today is Wednesday, August the 26th, 2026, I think. What the fuck? Hey man, you know what's amazing to me? Like what's truly amazing about my people. Actually, I'm gonna be legit about most people. Why do people want to come to your house, to your world, to start some shit? And then when you show that you about that life, now you're doing too much. But they didn't feel no remorse about trying to be disrespectful or snap on you or try to regulate you in your shit. You know what I'm saying? I can't come to your house and tell you how you should clean up. I can't come to your house and tell you what kind of air freshener you should use. But more importantly, if we being honest, actual, factual, I can't go to Arizona. Mo invite me to come in his house. I say something bad about his wife and turn around and slap him, then get mad when Mo beat the brakes off me. Man, well, you ain't have to do all that. You ain't have to. Well, I'm just thinking I didn't have to do shit. But since I went there with it, and Mo just finished it, now, oh, man, Mo be doing too much, man. Just because I slapped him and said somebody's wife, he ain't called for all that. He could have just called me a name. Listen, there's two things in life you can't do. You can't tell people how to feel, and you can't tell them how they should react to something that you did. If any one of those two things bother you, then have you two frosted mugs to shut the fuck up. Life is kind of simple. But, somebody was poking the bear, and see, this is Mo's fault. This is Mo's fault. This is strictly his fault because they thought I was becoming a better person. And it's like I have never said nowhere on Nan's show that I was a better person. I keep telling y'all I'm me unapologetically. Some people gonna like me. Some people ain't. I'm cool either way because I learned. Whether you like me, my mortgage is still the same. Whether you hate me, my mortgage stay the same. So unless you're gonna change my mortgage, I don't give a fuck how you feel. But what you ain't gonna do is come to my space and tell me what I should do, or swing on me and think because you throw your hands up, I must not swing. See, I was telling somebody, I teach people how to fight. And one of the first things, we do is they're like, oh, can you beat this? Can you beat this? Well, there are a lot of martial artists out there, but you know what they used to doing when something go wrong? They used to tapping. Well, in the real world, tapping don't work for nobody. It don't work. You can tap all you want to, the ass whooping is still coming. So when you decide to swing on somebody and you think you in a dojo or you sparring, you better make sure that they know the rules and that they read the contract. And more importantly, they signed off on it. See, y'all ain't as old as me. But see, back in the day when I was a little young fella, we used to have this little game called slap boxing. And more old enough to remember this. Slap boxing don't never end well. It don't never end well. Because what happens is the quickest may get they may get the quickest licks in. But the strongest one, when you get that quick lick in on the strong one, he stops slap boxing. He go to straight punching. See, you got to know who you playing with. You got to play with some even-handed people, and you better make sure that they cool as fuck. Because that little quick slap, you hit a little too hard, player, so I got to slow you down. So I'm going to punch you. Oh, man, I thought we were just playing. We were till you hit me. So you can't play with everybody. You can't play. See, the fellas on this show, we all pretty cool, even though I ain't met but one of them in person. But guess what we ain't going to do? We ain't going to slap box. Slap box. Slap boxing is for little bitty kids. Slap boxing work till you get about 8 or 9 years old. Once them little licks ain't taps no more, oh, them shits is vicious. So if you're gonna do some slapping shit, what's the shit when you put your hands on there and you do that? Yeah, I remember seeing. Well, it was a show where I know Joe know. It was a show where dude used to do this and then he would start punishing people because he was hitting hard. He was like drawing blood from I don't know what that shit was called, but y'all know what I'm talking about. I know Joe know. But yeah, you can't play with everybody. So I'm here to say that because I'm gonna talk to Joe later on because Joe is the sensei. Joe be trying to calm down my inner warrior. But then Joe know too that I can't hear. So sometimes Joe be talking in the ear I can't hear from. So, but if it was meant to be, then that little text to talk would come across my screen when he's trying to calm me down. But the text to talk don't never come by, so I don't know what he's saying when he's telling me to be a better person. So blame Joe and blame Mo. Mark is the only somebody who answered. Mark gonna tell me to just slap the shit out of people. So I don't need to look into Mark for no help. Ain't no need looking. So let me bring my crew on because it's 9 after. We got some things we're gonna talk about because I wasn't gonna be here, but I got out of work early. Not because I hit nobody, but because I just got off early. So let's see how we're gonna do it. Let me bring Joe on because Joe don't show up off. So he show up, I gotta let him on. So welcome to the show, Joe Mo.
That's cold, man. That's cold.
What's happening with you, brother?
You got it, man. You got it. What's with the black and white, man? What's with the Club Noir look? What's up?
I was feeling a little nostalgic. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to embrace a different life, not necessarily better, just different. So as opposed to slapping the shit out of people right-handed, I'm trying a little left-handed. So baby steps.
Okay. I'll go with that.
And we're gonna blame Rocco. When he set up this new thing, I couldn't get my background. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to get my backgrounds back. So I had to pick this one. It's frustrating.
Yeah, but you're showing up in black and white. Is that the move for today? I mean, is the noir look is the theme or what?
Just for me. I'm trying to,
because I can flip the switch too.
Somebody accidentally invited me to a fight, and I'm here for that. I'm here for that. I got time. I got two unopened cans of whoop ass. So I'm going to the fight. I was just trying to act like I was trying to act like I was gonna be a better person. And then the show came on and I realized I don't need that acting.
So I think what you said earlier was that you're here for the shits. Is that the correct vernacular we're using tonight?
No, I was here for peace and love, but as I did my monologue, I realized that I don't think I'm gonna calm down. I think I'm gonna have to accept this invite and take these 2 cans of whoop ass and see if I'm real about that life. Because they think y'all got them thinking that I've gotten softer as I've gotten older. And y'all should know that ain't the way it happened. When old people get softer, it means they carrying razor blades between their fingers. That's all it means. That's all it means. I ain't supposed to give away no secrets, but what the hell? So let's see. What Mo got? What's happening, Mo?
What's up, good brothers? Hey man, I'm in the back cracking up. y'all fools, man. Hey, I gotta hit you with this story real quick though, because DVP talk about playing that turn serious. I'm 5'11", 190, right? 5'11", 190. I'm on the line. I'm in school. They put me on the line playing football, right? They put me on the line across from this dude that's 6'2", 230, right? And it's practice. And they, when they hit the whistle, everybody just stand up. We just stand up. Ain't nobody hitting nobody. Quarterback throw the ball. All right, because it's practice, right? So I don't know what the hell got into me. I just I'm gonna hit this dude. I'm hitting on the next whistle. I'm hitting this dude, right? I said, pow! Hit him, man. I smashed him, man. And he said, Triplet, you fucked up. You just fucked up. And I was like, whatever, man. I don't know what you're talking about, right? Next play. And that dude grabbed me by the shirt with one hand, forearm with the other hand. Yo, he went to work, man. He just pow, pow, pow. And then he said, after the play, he said, you got it now? I said, yeah, man, we good. so you gotta be careful out there. Just be careful out there.
Hey. So how you been, man? You been good? You been good for the past week?
I'm good, man. I'm good. How about you? I think I'm about to find out on the show here, man. I heard that monologue.
I might find out in a couple of posts after I go take care of some business. Let me bring out resident car thief on the show, cause I see he ain't doing call, but his guest is still in call. But that's hey, whatever. What's up, Mark?
Hey, what's happening, fellas? How y'all doing today, man?
What up?
Yes, sir. This is
DVT. I'm with the shits with you too, my guy. I'm with it. So whatever you want, I'm on it.
These boys,
Mark with me, so Mark ain't the right.
Hey, all you gotta do is just say, "Well, I'm gonna pull up."
Now the other 2 gentlemen, they be trying to act like they're gonna do the right thing. Me and Mark don't give a shit.
Might as well.
Let's get the commander in chief in him. He's gonna try to talk some sense to us, but she already know what's up.
Talking Sherry.
What up,
fellas?
What up?
What up, Sherry?
She
we
got
can hear you
little
now.
choke on. She got, you know what I'm saying, the
Yeah.
hair laid. What's up?
She had a little date
What's
today.
up?
Hold up, fellas.
Don't do that.
Hold up. Oh, Sherry, you got that butter whip. How you got so many ways I'm getting seasick, girl. You better stop that.
But he gave one of them classic Billy D. Williams lines.
Hey, Joe, man, you just made her blush, man. Don't come in here doing that, Joe, man. We don't have none of this till you show up, man.
Y'all starting shit today.
Joseph, where you at? We see your back.
68, they started some shit every win.
We see your background, Joseph. Where you at?
At the crib.
Yeah, we don't see Bruce Lee and Batman.
That's the Federation, man. What's wrong with you, Mark?
It's Galacticus and the crew.
He ain't there.
Hold on. We got a guest now, so I want y'all to behave for at least 62 seconds. Okay? Joe?
59 and counting.
So hold on. We gonna bring Millionaire Make Math. All right, there's some rules for this now, because he's driving a car, so we know what people driving a car be doing when they come on the show. So we're not gonna ask him where he at or what he doing, because we don't want to be complicit in none of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Millionaire Make Math, what's up?
Uh-oh.
He probably got T-Mobile.
They caught him. They caught him. They caught him.
They going through a tunnel.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, you gotta take your mic on. Cut your mic on.
You muted, brother.
Like 3 minutes.
Okay. All right, let me know when you're ready. I'm gonna bring you back. We ain't gonna watch what you're doing.
That's all you need to outrun them cops? 3 minutes?
All right.
It don't take long.
I wasn't supposed to be here, so I am. So let's see.
Why you weren't supposed to be here?
Oh,
because I was working and they said I was gonna be at work till 8 o'clock. So
Oh, okay. I thought you had a date.
Oh, I do. I got a date. You missed the beginning. Somebody started some shit with me because they think I done got soft in my old age. So when this shit is over with, I'm going to
you ain't even gotta do that.
Say it again.
Take Ron over there and let him talk to him.
No, because then everybody gonna be confused. I'll be done forgot what I was there to fight.
Exactly. Then you just walk off. Just leave Ron there like a secret weapon and walk the fuck off.
My wife.
Tell me what you say after you leave here. What you doing?
I'm gonna take my 2 cans of whoop ass and pop the top on them, and I'm gonna do what I do.
I thought you had a date.
I don't know why you keep talking about I had a date.
It's not the kind of thing, Sherry.
Oh yeah.
He's gonna beat that.
If we're speaking of the technical definition, yes, me and somebody else are gonna be in the same place at the same time. So yeah, that's okay. So I guess I do have a date.
Oh. Y'all
got a date. Can't be like, hey.
It's gonna be much romantic me because I'm gonna enjoy what I'm doing, but it's gonna be purely from a selfish standpoint.
It's gonna be some knuckle love.
Oh no, bro. I'm with super glue and cigarette lighters.
Oh.
But you know, that's what the fuck. What up, future gents? All right, so let's see. Let's see here. Sarah said she want to talk about women and being single. Why is that a stigma? Go ahead, Sherry. Explain to what you're saying so we can get into some shit.
Some, like on this internet, like TikTok, I be seeing these guys talking about, y'all women in y'all 40s and 50s, y'all done, y'all got too many miles on you, and that's why the older men going to the younger women, and y'all jealous of them, and we jealous of the younger women, and that we gonna be old, like we gonna grow old alone. And my thing is, they sound like it's an insult. Ain't no insult to me. Like, I like me. I enjoy. I mean, it's like it's this thing now. If you get on TikTok, you just see different women. Everybody's like, I'm glad I don't have to deal with that bullshit. You know what I mean? It's like you don't have to share your space. It's like when you come home, you ain't got to put up with no attitude but yours. You know what I mean? And you look at how some of these guys treat these girls, and you like, I don't want to be bothered with that. So, I I think it's like a little anthem where, you know, us older women are getting comfortable being by ourselves and enjoying it. It's like it's no longer an insult.
Well, I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna let the group talk. I think what you run across is a bunch of, again, I think it's a bunch of undercover dudes who don't know that they're gay, but they want to date a man and they don't know how to say it, so they keep talking shit about women and what they do. Because what I've learned, especially now that I'm out, you know, in this little dating world, younger women require less. Older women require more because they seasoned that. They've been through bullshit. Young girls don't know all the tricks of the trade. When you're dealing with an older woman, unless y'all know up front it's just sex, you know what I'm saying? Even when it's just sex, they still want to be courted. Young girls don't know nothing about that. So dudes be complaining because they need you to drop your standards because they ain't got shit to offer you. But according to what I'm hearing from y'all, Sherry, they got a little soft penis and maybe 2.5 good minutes tops. So they need for you to lower your standards. Because, you know, anyway, that's just from listening to them, because I like older women. Because they know what they want, and you don't have to spend a lot of time guessing. Once you have that intelligent conversation with them, see, they can point you in certain places, so you ain't got to waste a lot of time doing other bullshit. But, you know, if you ain't never had nobody, you don't have time to understand things. No, Mr. Ern, I'm still on the inside. I'm just chilling. So I'm a millionaire. You ready to come to the Yolanda? You know I got you. I'm a court shoot. Millionaire, you ready to come back in yet? You don't. You through running from ICE. What you doing, millionaire?
Hey man, while he's coming in, let me say something.
Go ahead, answer. Go ahead.
Let me say this. It's two things you always got to worry about: unseasoned food and unseasoned men. Now, I'll say this about I've seen some of those things. I've had to laugh at them because
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
I can't hear y'all though.
That's because you out trying to outthink us. That's all.
Go ahead, Joe. This happened to her last week too. She'll figure it out.
Let's go. Shit.
You got to mute.
We're no special fucking invitation.
Well, I'll just say this, and I'll leave it at that. To DVP's point, you know, it's hard to listen to marital advice from a guy that's never been married or one that's been divorced. Here's the other thing I'll say just real quick. Do you like your food seasoned? Because if you don't, then you listen to them foods. I got to have seasoning. I got to have seasoning.
Facts.
I don't care what it is. It's got to have seasoning. So in that vein, Richard Pryor said something, and people never understood it. But he said one thing: you don't get to be an old man being no fool. All the wise young men are dead.
Yep, facts. And I'll follow that up because I don't think a lot of these people ain't thinking long term because young women they don't like to sort meds and they don't know the signs of stroke. I need somebody like that in my corner, okay? Because if I start ticking, I need you to know what to do. You know what I'm saying?
So Mo, you mean in your corner or in the corner? Because you know all the women,
with me,
in the corner, they'll look wicked in the corner.
I need a season, like Joe said, I need a seasoned woman with me. If I start ticking, you need to know what to do, not panicking. And what do I do? Boil some water. No, that's all wrong. It's too late for me. I need you to know what to do. You know what I'm saying?
And all that sounds real good, but nobody wants an old woman that's set in her ways. That's gonna be aggravating, irritating, and bitter. I don't give a damn what y'all say.
And I don't give a damn what you say.
It can be. It can be. But you weren't saying you wouldn't know both of them when you first started. You went to gotta have some season and all of that. Hey man,
look,
same thing you see on.
How you like your drinks? Let me ask you that.
How I like it.
Yeah, how you
it
like
depends on the day. Depends on the day.
All right. So
this one here, this a lemon drop, so it's a little sweet today. But I like bourbon. I like bourbon neat too. So it just depends on the day.
I understand. So, but there's some flavoring.
Which is the same with women.
Okay. Look, hear me out. So
go ahead.
At some point, some flavoring to your beverage of choice, correct?
That's correct.
Okay, that's all I want you to realize. There is some flavoring somewhere. There is some seasoning somewhere. Whether you call it taste or whether you call it looks,
Hey,
it's still some seasoning, my man.
Yeah, I tell you, women, it's a graduating class every year.
And there's some failures right with them, too.
It's a graduating class every year. You can't see women build up, set in their ways. I don't need no man.
See, you talking about some hateration shit. But okay.
That ain't no hateration. I don't think I ever heard no young girl say that. Have any one of y'all heard a young woman say that?
I think a lot depends on where you're
No, that's a yes or no question. Have you ever heard a young woman say that?
But hell, I ain't heard no old woman say it, so I can't answer.
You a lie. I'm sorry. You tell a story. Okay. Anybody else on this panel, have y'all heard that? I don't need a man.
I've seen that a lot of times. I've seen it in a lot of places.
Yeah. Exactly. Have you ever seen a young girl say it?
Yeah. Not my circle. Not my circle. I got a small circle though, so you know.
Because it don't happen.
That's not true.
It rarely happen. Yeah, we hear you now.
In my circle, I done heard more older women say, "Hey, I need a man." As a matter of fact, me and Yolanda was having a conversation. Yolanda said, "Hey, I need a man." Older women understand that. See,
need a man for what?
Yeah. Bro, the key to happiness is having a partner from the opposite sex if you're straight. That's the key to happiness.
Mark trying to talk
that ain't no damn key to happiness.
So hold on. When women our age say we need a man, it's not for the currency in which you talking about, Mark. The currency that we require is time, emotional intelligence, have your own shit, live in your place, she live in hers. Y'all enjoy being with each other. That's what we talking about. So that's the need that we have.
That's a want. That's a want, not a need.
You can't tell somebody what they want to need.
I need to be smashed from time to time, but I ain't been smashed.
Want to be smashed.
How you gonna say what she want and what she need, brother?
I said what I need.
We did last week talk about wants and needs. And if being smashed is a need,
stop laughing, Joe.
Mark, see, I don't know who you messing with, but most of the grown women I know will say exactly what Sherry just says. That's what I'm saying. I don't know who you mess with, but the grown women I know, the ones over 40, 50, they clear. They don't need a boyfriend. They need a man. They need to get this out. They need their plumbing check from time to time by a professional. They ain't trying to hear all the other little crazy shit. Remember we talked before. When a woman like you, it costs you $0 to be with her. It costs you $0. But these dudes want these little Instagram eyes. So too many dudes shopping outside of their pay grade. So you want this high value chick, but she outside your pay grade. But get you, as Joe said, get someone that's a little seasoned, know what they want. You ain't got to do all the other crazy shit. But yeah, I done talked to grown ass women, and they make it clear. I don't want a man. I need a man, but not any man. They need a man, not a dude, not a boy. They need a man because a man gonna do what a man do. See, Yolanda just put in the thing. She need a man. See, I'm 61. I need a woman. I don't want one. I want sex from time to time, but I need a woman because they bring some shit to the table. Boy, I'm here to tell you that these little 30-year-olds can't do because they don't know shit. They don't know shit. They want to watch Real Housewives of whatever. These older seasoned women, when they watching it,
they want to watch Wheel of Fortune.
Hey,
and The Price is Right. The fuck you talking about? They want to watch The Price is Right.
Look, you must be dating the Golden Girls.
That's what you talking about. You talking about everybody on the 31.
There ain't no damn Golden Girl. I don't know what the hell you talking about.
And she do watch The Price is Right.
Hey, Mark dating Karen. You know what I'm saying? Mark got a bunch of old white women chasing him. Hey, man, I don't know nobody watching Wheel of Fortune on that shit. But hey, you know, you young. You know what I'm saying? So you ain't got there yet, brother. You ain't got there yet.
And this is the sad part, DVP, is that they fail to realize them young gals gonna get there. They gonna get where we at. They ain't gonna stay young forever. So
and my truck ain't gonna stay young forever, but I ain't gonna keep them to the end of time.
You gonna keep it till the wheels fall off if it doing
get a
you
new
right.
Model. Get a new model.
You ain't get no new model.
Put you in jail.
Let's see what millionaire got. Millionaire done stop running from ICE. So let's see what he got. You got your mic on. Yeah, you got your mic on. What's up, Millionaire?
Well, peace and blessings to y'all.
What
You
up,
got
my
some
guy?
shirt on.
good
So
brother.
what you think about this? Or did you hear it while she was talking?
Nah, I had to log out and log back in, but I think it's about young women versus the mature ladies, the seasoned ones.
Yeah.
Pretty
Yeah,
much.
yeah. I'm probably gonna side with my boy. I didn't even hear what he said, but I'm gonna just say it like this. Only thing that old lady can do is teach my young lady how to season some chicken. That's all I'm saying.
But see what he just said? The old lady can teach the young lady how to do it. See? So the young lady don't know shit. He just said it. He
Yeah.
just said
The
it out here.
the older lady is her mama.
It don't matter. The
That's
young
her.
lady
That's
don't
what
know
she's
shit.
supposed to do.
The young lady, so you're gonna get a girl who don't know shit. So you gotta find an old woman to teach her how to do shit that you like when you can just go straight to the source. You know what I'm saying? Fellas, don't the fresh meal taste better than the microwave meal?
Hell no, it
Yeah.
depends on what it is.
And the
Depending on how
microwave
hungry
meal,
I
yeah,
am.
yeah.
That boy's a
The
fool.
fresh meal is always the bestest. So you
Look,
can
look,
get it from the cook. Or
you
can get
can't
it from
argue
the
with
cook
him,
apprentice.
DVP. DVP,
What you
listen,
say, Joe?
the guy just said that. Look, he just said he likes TV meals. What are you gonna tell him? There's nothing else you can say. Just
Fact. That's
Yeah, Mark,
facts.
you sound like you eat tuna out the pack, Mark. That's not the best tuna, bro. That's what them young girls bring to the table. They bring a tuna out the pack.
And see, and then
Mom.
Mark, what you got to think about too, when we say need is not always in a negative connotation as if, it's you're deprived of something. No, it's just saying that, like for me, I need a male companion that's going to enhance the happiness in which I already have, smash from time to time, somebody I can have an intellectual conversation with, so that's the need. And to me, that's not like in a negative connotation as if I can't survive without it.
Needs are met immediately. Wants are taken care of when you get a chance.
Nah.
Mark,
Bullshit.
Mark, you've been reading the Urban Dictionary too long. But you on some Wikipedia.
That's it. When you need a car, you go get one immediately. When you want a car, you get it when you get around to it. That's the difference between a need and a want.
People take 2 weeks for payday to hit, but they need that money as soon as they work. So needs don't happen immediately, Mark. You can get your wants cured just like that because you'll settle for whatever. When you need something, you're gonna have to.
When you need something, whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Needs are taken care of immediately.
Is anybody that work don't need their money that day, but you still wait for 2 weeks because that's what it is. That's what it is. But
That's because you ain't got no choice. That don't mean you don't need it. It's when you want to get something. I can wait 2 weeks when I want it. But if I need to pay a bill, I need, and you're gonna do what you have to do to meet that need. It's the difference between the need and a want.
And you said it's a time thing. Because you can take care of wants immediately, but you can't take care of needs immediately.
You take care of needs immediately. You take care of wants when you get to it.
You know how long black people were trying to be free? They needed freedom, but that shit never happened immediately. I'm just saying.
They just want to be free.
They didn't really.
They wanted to be free.
They just want to be free.
But they didn't need to be free.
No, they wanted to be free.
Oh,
the ones that need to be free did what they had to do to try to be free.
Well, they committed suicide because that's the quickest way to be free.
Stop. You going down the rabbit
hole.
He on his Kanye today all day. He done got a cigar, so he finna get. Hey, you can't smoke a cigar unless you got some yak or some. You know what I'm saying? What you drinking? If you drinking the Sprite and a cigar, Millionaire, we're gonna put you off the show.
Him and Mark look just alike, and it seemed like they brain operate the same too.
Don't say that, Sherry. You was just so attractive until you said that. I'm way more handsome than Mark. Way more.
So let me throw this out there.
Ain't nowhere near. Like nowhere near.
I'm gonna finish. So yeah, because one of the things that I think I wrote a post about this one time before, and there's two things that I think we got to keep in mind when we talk about this want and need and all that, right? One is the financial system is set up for married couples to benefit the most. You don't know that? Look it up. I'm not gonna prove it to you on the show. Do your homework, figure it out. It's set up so married couples benefit the most. And it comes from slavery times because there was a time where black people couldn't get married. So guess who got all the benefits? But that's the lesson there. I'm done with that one. Second one is death benefits. If you ain't got nobody in your corner, if you ain't got nobody, you ain't married to nobody, you gonna have problems, bro. When you if you got assets that you want to pass on, things you want to do with, you ain't got no partner, you in trouble. And I'm gonna leave it at that.
Let me.
And when you get sick and you got little damn Shaquita next to your ass about to have a damn stroke, and then Shaquita thinking your ass joking, making jokes and shit, your ass having a damn stroke, you better get somebody to recognize the signs of a damn stroke trying to goddamn get them old young ass gals.
All women don't recognize the signs of a stroke.
I do.
You is I. All of them don't. And everybody your age and older do not recognize the signs of stroke.
I beg to differ.
How?
But Mark, that's not the point. Whether they recognize it or not, the point is get you one that does. That's the point. Get you one that does. Because I'm gonna tell you, if I didn't have that, I probably wouldn't be here today.
Get you one that can. What she do? Call 911. You went weird. Weird. She called 911.
No, they got to turn you on the side. They got to make sure you breathe, all that, and then call. Oh, there's a whole.
Yep.
When you call 911, they're gonna tell you turn his ass over, tilt his head back, whatever you need to do.
That's true.
They gonna tell you. So stop acting like it's just something for people to know the signs of a stroke and a heart attack and other illnesses that you may go through.
I will tell you this, Mark. Older women think about that. Younger women don't, because you know what? They think they're gonna live forever. They think they're gonna be. Younger people think that they're invincible, right? So the older you get, the more you start to think about if something happens. You know, what am I gonna do if I get ill and need somebody to take care of me? You know, what am I gonna do? At 20 years old, I didn't think about that. So of course, yeah, I just think that as you get older and you experience more, your thought process changes. And if it doesn't, then there's a problem. So and nothing wrong with liking young women. I get that. That's cool. You know what I mean? Everything, sometimes people like shiny shit, but everything that glitter ain't goddamn gold. And I ain't saying that older women any better. I'm just simply saying that I'll say this. There is nothing a 20-year-old, 25-year-old, 35-year-old can say to me that's going to interest me. That's going to put him in the same boat with me as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, he might be able to smash me down and last longer, but hell, I don't want to do it that goddamn long. Give me a good, strong 15 minutes and I'm good. So what else he got? He ain't lived long enough to have a decent conversation too much.
Oh yeah, that's what I was going to next, Sherry. When you get older, man, you gonna want somebody to talk to, man. And or when you get to a certain age, you can want somebody with some information in their brain so y'all can have a good conversation. I don't want to be talking about what happened at the mall and all this stupidity all day. You know what I'm saying?
What happened on the Housewives of Atlanta? I'm not giving a damn about that bullshit.
So are y'all saying that it's once you get to a certain age, you don't watch Real Housewives of Atlanta and you not into those type things anymore? Is that what I'm hearing y'all say?
Mom, you about to make me jump through this damn phone. I'm not saying
that. And you gonna walk back through the phone too. There's gonna be some time traveling going on, and you ain't gonna leave the same when you came.
Yes, I am.
But here's what y'all saying. Y'all making it seem like it is such a big difference between a younger woman and an older woman. Ain't no damn difference. And then y'all gonna say we ain't got nothing to come with somebody 20 years younger than us.
Do they got a retirement?
Do they have one?
Yeah,
who says that they have to have a retirement?
Oh my Lord. Okay.
See? And there you go. Oh Lord, you gotta have a retirement. Now, what are they financially straight that they don't have to have a retirement?
What do you mean financially straight? They rich?
Possibly.
Okay, but we ain't talking about
young people rich.
We talking about us average.
Yeah.
Middle class people.
But you're talking about a retirement. What if they're not at the age of retirement? So they still building to
Okay,
get
so
there.
listen. So listen at what you just said. But you are. How old are you?
I'm 48.
So you are. At 25, she's not. So why would you be interested in someone that is not basically headed in the same direction as you are? Your little damn soldier, about that damn disabled soldier, gonna be sitting on them duffel bags in a minute. And I don't care how many pills you think you can take. At some point, some people can't take them pills. So when your little wiener don't work no more, you ain't gonna be have nothing to offer that damn old young ass girl, but shaking that damn change in your damn pocket.
That's bullshit. And at the same rate, they ain't gonna have shit to offer some older woman either.
If you got a retirement, she got a retirement. So y'all done talked about stuff like that.
What we need what is the retirement for?
Sure.
People that are not retired don't need a retirement.
Here's the problem that you have. Here's the problem with that argument. First off, he just told you how old he was. Put that in your computer bank and think about what the rest of us have said to you and what we know to be true. And leave it at that.
Facts.
The reality is, look, I can tell you 20-year-old, 30-year-old, 40-year-old really can't, there's nothing they can say to me. My kids are that old. So what about you dating someone my child's age? First of all, where I came from, that's against the law, or at least in my mind. So what he's talking about is relevant to his age group. And that makes sense. For me, I don't like my chicken broiled. I want some seasoning on it. I don't like my barbecue, just ribs or whatever. I got to have seasoning. I got to have sauce. But I will tell you, here's the problem. If we're talking about comparing psychological needs with wants, you're fucked up. And leave it at that.
Yeah. Next subject.
No, say that. Because y'all just make it seem like y'all make it seem like older people are just the best thing ever had.
That's not what we said. That's not what we said.
That's exactly what y'all, because they can recognize a stroke. And if I fall over and shit and go to shaking, they can see the turn me on my side and man, go ahead, that foolishness.
Let me ask you this, Mark. This is my thing. It goes back to what Joseph said in so many words. How did you have a daughter?
Mm-hmm.
How old is your daughter?
My youngest 24.
What it look like to you dating a 24-year-old and you got one?
Am I happy? That's all that shit fucking matter. Am I happy?
Okay. If you happy, I'm happy for you.
And I'll go back because I know the next thing y'all gonna say. If my 24-year-old daughter dating a nigga older than me, is she happy? That's all that matters.
Okay, so let's back it up. Your daughter 24, man 24 and your daughter 14. How you feel about that? It's the same.
That's fucking rape. That ain't the same.
Why not?
That is fucking rape.
No, it's not. She consented.
14 is not the legal age to consent.
She okay, 15. He 24. 15 is the legal age.
Go higher.
16 is the legal age.
Go higher.
15 is the legal age.
16 is the legal age.
16 for Georgia? It's 16 for Georgia.
16 is the legal age.
Okay. She's 16, he 27.
See?
How you feel about that?
At that point, it's a decision that she made. Hopefully, I would have raised her and guided her in the right direction. I can't say I'm gonna be mad and kill him and do all that other shit. It happens.
We didn't say that. I just said, how would you feel? Would you advocate for her?
Advocate? What am I advocating for?
Advocating for her to make that relationship work.
No, because off the rip, I'm telling her that's not the thing to do.
Why? You said it's okay for your old ass to date somebody 24.
Listen to me. Once she's from up under my care, she's free to do whatever she want to do.
Okay.
Don't hold that chain on the once if she's under 18 and in my protective care, then yes, I got all the say so in the world. Once she hit 18, it's nothing I can do. All I can do is hope I guide her to do the right thing in life. That's all I could do.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
So yeah, 18, she free.
I have nothing else. Next subject. Anybody got anything else?
Good. DVP talking, we can't even hear you. Nope, we don't even want to hear what you saying. You ain't the host no more. I am. It's goddamn Mark, random thoughts with Mark, and his
Whatever.
goddamn two goons and a woman.
How old is the woman you dating?
Say that again.
How old is the woman you dating?
12.
There you go. Why y'all want to make me a fucking rapist? Why would y'all do something like that? Why would y'all highlight the youngest shit ever?
How old is she, Mark?
Please tell me, why would y'all just go to 12 and shit?
Mark,
Hey,
how old is the
DVP.
woman? How old is the woman you dating?
Does it matter?
Yeah, because you just sat here and all the shit.
I just
You
want
want to see if you.
I just want to know
what
if
you
you're
say.
out of high school.
Just say the age gap, Mark. Don't tell
Are
her
you
age.
true? Are
What's
you
the
true
age
to what
gap?
you say? Or you just being contrary?
What's the age
I ain't
gap? Mark?
contrary.
Don't say
Hey,
age.
Hey,
Mark.
how's the woman you
It's
dating?
8.
What?
It's 8, Mark.
What?
Eight, no, the
This
age gap is
nigga
8.
here.
The age gap is 8.
This nigga here.
Oh. You older or she older?
See, now you're going to answer too many goddamn questions.
I'm
You
just
answer
asking.
too many damn questions.
Hey,
So
I
she,
need for me.
she must be younger.
If
Oh,
you
ain't no
say so.
question about that. Ain't no
I need for
question
Millionaire
about
to get
that.
his shit ready so we can talk about his subject. But he got that bootleg T-Mobile camera. I mean phone. So
So
Go ahead.
what I get
What?
from Mark, he has a girlfriend or wife 8 years younger than him. So what's her shelf life? Because you said you got to trade it in for a newer model.
Depends on the shelf life. Soon as she realized she can't recognize a stroke when I'm taking this shit.
But you ain't gonna keep her that long, remember?
Or what you say? That
You not
retirement.
you
I
ain't
gotta
gonna
wait
keep
for
her that long.
retirement. I
But you're
gotta
not
wait
gonna
for
keep her that
retirement.
long.
But you say we gotta wait for retirement. So whenever retirement kick in,
Mm-hmm. Now you like them young.
you say that retirement. Now we waiting on retirement.
Mark be missing the whole point. You
I don't
like them
miss the whole
young, and
point.
ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing wrong with that. Do you, boo?
I see the chicken. Cause I don't want y'all old geezers.
Baby,
Well,
everybody got their own taste palette. They got their own palettes, and you know, hey, you like that kind of stuff. Hey, that's you. I can't be mad. Shit, I know I
what is the
ain't dating
next
no.
topic?
My oldest daughter is 40. I will not date somebody 40.
Why
Just
not? Just
not
be
doing it.
happy.
Huh?
Just be happy. Just be happy.
Who be happy?
Live a little bit. Be happy. If he's
I'm not.
36 and he make you happy, just be happy.
If he can't, no. What is he doing
If
to
you
make
can't
me
what?
happy? What is he doing to make me happy? Besides smashing, now that might make me happy, but that's about it. But what else? What he gonna talk
Y'all
about? The new Madden 55 or whatever these games is y'all be playing. You know, is that what he gonna talk about? Or he gonna talk about?
So let me ask you, what are you gonna talk about?
I ain't got shit to say to him. He need to tell me where his goddamn dad
Okay,
at.
what you gonna say to somebody that's your age? What y'all gonna talk about?
Oh shit, we can talk about a lot of things. We can talk about the politics. We can talk about world news, what's going on in this world. We can talk about where we plan to be or what our goals are to be in the next 5 years. That's a whole lot we can
Alive.
talk about.
Y'all old ass just want to be alive, but you say all that. Young people don't know about politics. That's what you say, and young people don't know about all this stuff that you
I
just
didn't
said.
say that. I did
You
not
don't
say
get to
that.
talk. That's what you saying, because you said that somebody 36 ain't got nothing to talk to you about. What we gonna talk about? But when you say somebody your age, these are all the things that you can talk about, which means that somebody 36 don't know these things, don't know politics.
Hey, Mark, do you, man? But I'll just say this.
Yeah.
It's nothing better than being able to reflect with your partner on the same time period and talk about it in a nostalgic way. It's amazing, bro.
Yep.
Okay, y'all might not have been in the same place. Y'all might not have been in the same place or the same area, but that time period, that nostalgia, it's amazing, bro. So I'm gonna tell
And
you.
the nostalgia is talking about the new memories that y'all are making together.
Oh,
Fuck all
my
that shit
God.
happening in your past.
Hey man, listen. When you go to talk about Earth, Wind, and Fire, she's gonna look at you and say, "Who is that?"
That ain't true. Music is universal. I did not grow up with Earth, Wind, and Fire, but I know about them. I know their music. I didn't grow up with Earth, Wind, and Fire. Marvin Gaye was dead before I was born, but I still know his music.
Why you so loud, man? What's wrong?
Music is universal. I'm glad you said it. I was not born when Marvin Gaye died, but I still know his music. So if you talk Marvin Gaye, yeah, I know a little something.
She ain't.
But it's the same. It's music. You can't talk about music.
No, I'm telling you what you gonna look. Then what's gonna happen? He gonna be talking about some Marvin Gaye, and she gonna be like, Sexy Red. Well,
I know. Sexy Red. She told him that they coochie is pink and they booty hole is brown.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I ain't lying though.
That's what she gonna be
listen to Sexy Red. So what
she gonna be talking about? I'm just saying. She gonna be talking about it.
I know. Where all my skin and
stop.
Spin it.
What we at is, come on, man. Realize it's two different things going on, and this is where the disconnect comes in. When you're with somebody, what do you want with them? If it's just sex, you want most of the shit you saying, Mark. But if you consider them a partner, you want the other shit. And once you know where you at, you can make adjustments accordingly. See, I ain't got no problem with a young dude messing with a young girl. Hey, it's a boost to his ego, but he knows she ain't a keeper. She's a fun time. So you got to know where you at. Because, I think all of us would be kind of remiss if we don't say that, it's a bit of an ego boost when one of these youngins be trying to holler at us. But ain't nothing we can do with them because we looking at a longer term. Now, see, like me now, I'm dating and I don't give a shit. I just got divorced, so I'm in it to have fun. So right now it don't matter. But if I start looking at somebody I want to keep for more than 3-4 weeks past the layaway phase, I don't want one of these young girls. Because we can't relate to a lot of shit. See, what dudes seem to misunderstand because they fucking with the wrong people or they looking at their auntie or their grandmama. These older women, they on and popping. They can do all the shit. Because remember, now we had way better dancers back in the day. These old women can twerk for the right dude. These old women will do all the stuff. And they can go to a whole nother level. The young girls only know twerking. They don't know nothing else. You try to slow down with them, they twerking because they don't know shit. So what are you trying to do? Are you trying to have fun? Or are you trying to build something? Millionaire, you back yet? I see you back. You got your mic ready?
Who the fuck still slow dancing?
See what I'm saying?
Who the fuck slow dancing?
So anyway, millionaire, come on.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna ask this question and I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna ask this question. Everybody on the panel, when was the last time y'all slow danced?
Bro, ain't the club you go to I take that back because you might go to a different club. But even at strip clubs, they play slow music. But I'm gonna let you have that.
I didn't say that they play slow music. I say when y'all slow dance.
Well, I ain't got no boo thing, so I haven't slow danced.
Holding each other close, arms all tight and shit, and did that. Y'all ain't did that shit in 15, 20 years.
3 years ago, in the kitchen with my ex-husband when we was together. No, but we still slow dance. But see, when you get older, that's what you care about, the connection between you and your person. You don't care about being out there in the club.
If you catch any woman in the kitchen, anybody can slow dance. Hell, y'all make it seem like he made it seem like it's a lost art or something.
You asked
3 years. Mo, when last time you slow danced?
You ain't getting me in this shit, man. Go ahead, bro.
Exactly.
What's up, man?
Joseph, when the last time you slow danced?
Last night. How about that?
You lying.
My man,
every time you say something,
the horizontal mumbo don't count. What you lying at? He was slow dancing yesterday. Get your ass out of here.
Hold on. Let me ask you this.
I'm gonna finish. We're gonna go to millionaire.
Let me ask you this, Mark. I know. I'm just gonna ask you one question. Have you ever learned how to step?
Yeah, I step my ass off in the name of love. What you talking about?
Right. Mm-hmm. We know you can't step the way you at. Yeah, I'm good.
Don't make me. Take this thing up in here.
With the little short legs, you can't step.
That nigga know damn well he can't step.
Don't make me step side to side, round and round, hit the ground, step up, bring it back. Let me see
You
you.
just
Don't make me do
you
the
just walk
love
into the
slide again.
refrigerator. You just walk into the refrigerator.
Right. I'm gonna say this thing. We're gonna go to millionaire. See, when you get you a grown woman, Mark, you ain't gotta
You
go
can
to
do
the
that.
club to dance. You can dance anywhere the music hits y'all and get it on in. See, the younger you gotta keep taking her to the club because she ain't gonna just dance in the shower, in the bedroom, in the kitchen. You gotta take
Yes,
her
you
out.
will.
And
Go
you
ahead.
saying that you ain't never been with a young woman. You ain't been with a young woman in 50
Yes, you
years.
will.
So
According
how
you
you
ain't
know
been
what the
with
young women doing?
See, according to you, ain't been with nobody. See, you do a lot of retrumplicating. You do a lot of assuming about facts that are not evident. But as I said, millionaire, cut your mic back on, brother. Cut your mic back on.
What's up, man?
I brought you to the show for a special reason, brother, because you always showing up and showing out. So what you want to talk about, my brother? What you want to
Man, I was just trying to get in where I fit in, man. So what I was gonna piggyback off of whatever y'all had discussed, but my phone was messing up, so I'm good today. I'm good now.
All right. So millionaire.
Yes, sir.
What's the age? You married or single?
Single.
The woman you were dating, or the last woman you dated, about how old was she?
My age.
Which we don't know what your age is, brother. We see you got the little salt and pepper going on, but you could have got that shit from the Home Shopping Channel.
Okay, now, hey, don't forget they ain't stopped making guns when they made yours. Now I will shoot back.
What? Go ahead.
Oh, I will shoot back. I got a joke for everybody now. I got a joke for everybody now. I got jokes for everybody.
You know how the show go. Ain't nobody on here sensitive. So
I got you, bro. So 47. 47.
Okay. So even you ain't fucking around with these little spring chickens.
Yes, he is.
You saying I'm not?
No. Well, currently or recently, you had somebody your age. You ain't get a 20-year-old. You ain't get a 21-year-old.
Nah, like that's a little too young right there. That's a little too young. You got to be north of 25.
Mark said he'll do 24.
That ain't got nothing to do with me. You know what I'm saying? I don't worry about what he got going on with his action.
What's the lowest you'll go? What's the lowest you'll go?
25.
Okay.
And again, now
25.
When you ask that question, you have to qualify, because what's the lowest you'll fuck with and what's the lowest you'll truly date? Because I'm gonna say that most people got two different age ranges. If it's just fun, you don't look at the same thing. You ain't looking to keep them. You looking to do some how Stella got her groove back, or what happened in Vegas, stay in Vegas shit. Now, when you trying to establish something, the rules change a lot for most people. But if you just having fun, the rules are they situational, which is how most people are.
Yeah, but there's a lot of old hoes that ain't got no motion going on either. So yeah, it could be 45, 55, 65 and still be broke, still on Section 8.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? So what's the difference?
Yeah.
But cause when we listen to Mark try to act like the old men ain't got shit going. Just the young girls got. And there's a healthy state. It depends on where you shop. See, if you keep going to Cleveland Avenue, you're gonna find a bunch of old hoes who ain't got shit. You got to get out of Cleveland Avenue. Go on to go to Buckhead. They got a little something. So it's a lot depending on where you shop.
Some of us shop at Food Depot, some of us shop at Publix. That's all I'm gonna say.
And you know some of them shop at Aldi where you got to bring your own bag. You don't want to fuck with none of them.
Hey, but Aldi's got good fruit. They got that fresh fruit though. Right. I like the young, fresh, and green.
So you got to know what you're going for. You can't just get anything anywhere. Where you at? Your situation will determine what you're doing. Cause millionaire, when you looking for something serious, you're gonna get that. You quit playing with the fresh fruit. You're gonna get the steak and potatoes because you want something serious. Now, when you just have a little fun, it's like let me get that candle. Let me squeeze it. Let me squeeze that. But so
I disagree though. I disagree. Okay. Just because she is seasoned or mature, or the other words for being old, doesn't necessarily make her a great companion. Doesn't necessarily make her a better woman. Doesn't necessarily mean that she has what that me or any other man may be looking for. And just because she's young and fresh or whatever, and a little young buck or whatever, doesn't necessarily mean that she's gonna be young and dumb. She could have a good head on her shoulders, be willing to listen, not interrupt all the time. She might have some other things to bring to the table. So I think it's a case-by-case basis. I don't think it's based solely off of age.
Truly. But again, it's where you shop. Because they're old who got all their shit together. Clearly we know there are young girls who are mature for their age. So we can't make one something be the standard for everybody. Again, where are you shopping? Where are you shopping? It's just like with us. And I'm sure, fellas, we all got friends who are our age who still act like they 13. We got
Yeah,
friends.
Mark my friend. He
And
had like he 12.
you know what I'm saying? And then
I
we got the
believe it.
older
Now
friends.
that's the truth. I believe that they are friends.
Boobies.
So depending on how we feel, that determines who we hang out with for a minute. Because when you just want to have fun, you pick the fun friend. Sometimes it's a younger dude, sometimes it's an older dude who ain't got good sense. But when you want to be educated, very rarely do we go down. We pick a group of mentors or leaders who we can look up to. So it depends on again where you shop. What's up, 1220? How you get on the show? Ain't I got a restraining order against you? That was my partner back in the day who drove way too fucking fast, scared the shit out of me. The only time I ever got out the car and tongue kissed the concrete is when I rode with 1220 because she scared the living shit out of me. So when I got out, I kissed the concrete and I called my mama, told her I was okay, and to send me a cab because I wouldn't ride with that woman no more. But anyway, so and that's all we saying, Mark, that you can't sit back and say younger women are better at this or older women are better at this. But what we can tell you, see, me and that stated his thing. We stated his thing. Mark, every time we tell you something, you tell us we lying. Like
I told y'all, I'm gonna tell you this. I said the exact same thing, just a different way.
Mark, you told me what I ain't dated. You told Joey he
I
ain't
ain't never
dated.
told
Yes, you did.
You
Mark.
told me that I don't need something, that I just want it.
It's a want.
Mark,
You should meet all your needs and everything else is just wants. But hey,
listen, I wish Philip was on the show. I know he watched. I called Philip. Philip is a young guy who used to be here. Come on, you know what I had chasing me hard? I had two 25-year-old girls chasing me hard, scared the shit out of me. And they didn't want nothing but sex. I was like, I ain't got no money. They were like, we don't want no money. These young boys, they don't do shit. They just give me a whole spiel. So I'm like, I ain't know that these 25-year-old girls was a little aggressive. I wasn't used to that. So they made me nervous. They cute. It boosts my little ego. These little young girl want some of this, but I'm scared of them. I'm scared of them. I'm scared of them. Hey, them two young girls didn't have but one speed, and my pacemaker said that speed was too much. USA called me and said, hey, if you mess with them young girls, bro, we cancel your insurance. So I was like, hey, I can't fuck with y'all because y'all gonna cause my kids and grandkids not to have no money. So I'm gonna just sit over here and wave.
Yeah,
I'm gonna introduce y'all to my kids. You know what I'm saying? I can't do.
You'll die with a smile on your face, though.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe.
Exactly.
Hey, see,
them kids gonna blow the money anyway. Anytime you leave your kids some money, they just gonna blow it anyway. You might as well blow it on the
They're gonna blow it quicker than it took you to save it.
But see, this is where you have to know you shop at. Cause see, as he was talking about them Dot Smile face, I done had a couple of old ones who did some. Hey, I talk about this all the time. I had an old who did some shit. I said, where you learn that from? Cause whatever brother taught you that shit, we need to send him a $50 gift card. Cause boy, that shit right, that was legit. Oh my goodness. But hey, as Joe said, she was experiencing season. Hey man, I'm willing to give credit where credit due. Whoever taught you that, hey, that brother deserves it. As a matter of fact, next time you go home, get him something, bring back another trick. So it all depends on where you at and where you shop.
And it also depends on where you are in your life and where you're trying to go. If you ain't trying to go nowhere, then yeah, I could see, like DVP said, where you shopping. If you ain't trying to go nowhere, yeah, you might be shopping at Walmart. But then when you decide that, hey, I'm tired of shopping at Walmart, I want to shop at Neiman's Marcus. So then, hey, you switch it up. Because I feel like this, if your brain as an adult, I don't care if it's male or female, if your brain is still at the same place, like I feel like I'm not the same person I was at 20. I'm not the same person I was at 30. You know what I mean? And the things that I wanted in my 20s from a dude, I can even go back to when I was 15, 16 years old. He had to be light skinned with pretty hair. That's all that was the only requirement. Then when I got to be about 19, he got to be dark skinned with pretty teeth. And he got to have a job. Then when I got to 21, 22, he got to have a car, he got to have a job. But I didn't think about how he treated me. I didn't think about whether he was cheating on me. All I cared was, okay, the sex good and we have a good time together. But as I've gotten older, now I want somebody that can still have sex. And if he can't, that's cool. But what's more important to me is somebody that can have a conversation with me, because when we can't fuck no more, then what we gonna do? Look at each other, both sitting there looking ugly? That's my thought process at this point. At 20, I wasn't even thinking about getting old. Because my thing is this, let's say if I say, oh, I'm gonna date a guy that's 30, right? I'm 55, finna be 56 next month. I date somebody that's 30. He's smashing good, conversation pretty good, but now he probably want babies. I can't get that man no babies. My goddamn eggs, them bitches are dust.
They got some on Amazon.
Amazon got everything, boy.
Everything.
But you get what I'm saying? It's like, to me, just as an adult, you get to a point where you say, at 30 years old, yes, I like him. He talks to me the way I want to be talked to. He treats me good. The sex is good. But this man want a baby. We ain't going in the same direction. My baby days are over.
Get your sister wife.
No matter how much he say he love me and he want to be with me, I don't want to deprive that man of something that he wants in his life. So why would I waste his time?
What you say, me? Not get a sister wife?
Yeah, get your sister wife.
See, and what's up, Tiff? Tiff say sex is important. Tiff, welcome to the show. Younger dude or older dude? Which one you looking for, Tiff? Yolanda, which one y'all looking for? G Boom, what you looking for? Younger or older? We don't want to see what
Sarah, you can find a 30-year-old that don't want no kids, right? They do exist.
You can find a 55-year-old that do want one. I got a friend girl that's 52. She don't have any, but she still want one. So there's always an exception to the rule. I'm simply saying, first of all, everything is not a one size fits all. Okay. It's just like what DVP said. It's depending on where you are in your life and where you're trying to go. If you ain't trying to go nowhere right now, okay, cool. It makes sense that you want to deal with a 20-year-old. I got it, because they ain't thinking about going nowhere too tough. They thinking about the next party, they might be in college and saying, hey, I want to be a nurse. I want to be this, whatever. Okay, that's cool. They still building. When you already got your empire and she's still trying to build, now what?
So my question would be this. At this ripe old age we are, where are we trying to go in life? We're in our 20s and 30s trying to figure out where we going. Yeah, we got more days behind us than we got in front of us. So where we trying to go? We all trying to retire.
No.
And most of them retired, but we trying to retire and just enjoy the rest of our life. We ain't trying to do shit else.
Mark, you said it earlier.
So why would a 20-year-old or a 24-year-old, why would you be interested in that? They ain't nowhere near that if that's where you're at.
But you can be happy with somebody your age. See, Mark, the age ain't gonna stop none of that. So even when you want happiness don't come just because it's younger. Happiness come wherever you meet it. So to sit back and say
that's what I've been saying.
No, but you you and Cher almost on different ends, because you keep trying to sit on old people. You keep sitting on old people.
Because y'all keep shitting on younger people.
No, I gave an instance when wet is wet. But when we try to tell the experiences, it's like, oh, old people can't do this. Hey, man.
Y'all keep saying young people listen to Sex and Red. Young people, what we gonna talk about? Real Housewives of Atlanta. Y'all shitting on younger people.
Listen, you know what Joe said? Joe said something earlier, and you said music is universal. And I'm telling you why it ain't. Because see, when we go to the club, and I'm gonna just use the top row, me, Joe, and Mo. I'm gonna even throw Cher in there. See, it's certain shit that when we hear, it don't matter what we thinking. See, and it's funny, I was listening to radio today, and fucking Parliament came on with Flashlight. Well, when Flashlight came on, everybody knew what that meant. Everybody was standing. See, now you hear other shit. You somewhere with shouting. She played Flashlight. She like, what is that? What is that? What is that? See, so music can be universal, but that don't mean you know all the old shit. I'm listening to a song And they say, "Oh, that's a new song." True redid one of the Jackson 5 song, but everybody think it's new. They ain't never. Jackson 5 did that shit like 50 years ago, but they ain't never heard it. So
Yep.
you sitting back talking about the educational process, and at some point, we all want to learn something from our partner, but at some point, we don't always want to be doing all the teaching. Because I'm trying to bring this younger up to speed so we can at least have a conversation about something other than trivial shit. And that's why you got to know where you at. Cause see, sometimes us old dudes, we caught in a little time. What we 75 years old trying to get this little Corvette so we can get a little 20-year-old spring chicken. That's just somebody going through identity crisis. So everybody got to think about what it is they want out of this. Let's see, what did Tiffany say? That's what the men want from younger women, and they can get the young girls to listen to more than the older women. And see, I'm gonna disagree with that. It depends on who you get. Lots of people will listen, and what we'll do is we'll base our experience and we'll try to make that be everybody's. And that's why I say no man can speak for all men, no woman can speak for all women. Millionaire can tell me what he like, I can say what I like, Mo can say what he like, but can't neither one of us say what all of us like because we don't all like the same things. And that's what I try to get people to understand. We're gonna like what we like. Because when you're feeling really old and you see death on the door, you probably gonna look for something younger to make you feel younger. But when you got confidence, you look for what truly makes you happy, not a situation. So it's a bunch of different variables. And hell, sometimes we crazy, sometimes they crazy. Me now, I ain't gonna pick on Mo and Joe, but have we not dated crazy ass women because it was fun at the moment? And all we wanted was fun, and we found out later on that's all it was. It was toxic fun, but we had fun. You don't want that toxic fun. The older you get, you still want the fun. You just want to miss out on the toxicity.
Yep.
But how many of us have not dated the wrong woman because the sex was great? That's for millionaire. That's for my millionaire Mark. That's for y'all too.
Give me the question one more time. I want to make sure I answer it correctly.
How many of us have not dated the wrong woman because the sex was great?
Not dated the wrong woman? Zero.
Yeah, I mean, we dated the wrong woman because the sex was great. I'm sorry.
Oh. Often.
Because it was where we was at that time.
We do it.
But when you realize you want more than that, then she quickly becomes. She just ain't it no more. Cause you want a little bit more. The older you get, you want a little bit more. That's all.
You just don't find another crazy one though. To me, they all crazy. You just don't find. It's just what level of crazy you willing to deal with.
Hey, see, million. That's why you got to have a pretty crazy. You know what I'm saying? Your crazy can't match your pretty. But the prettier you are, the more crazy you can be. When you ugly, you can't. You got to be sane the motherfucker. You can't.
Now we talking about pretty privilege. Now,
or you got to be. You know what I'm saying? You got to have skills. But you know what I'm saying? Don't add me in there. You gonna come back? You know what we talking about? Go ahead, Wolf. I know you got something to say. I see your head turning. You over there looking like Shannon Sharp right now. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Don't do that to me, man. I ain't know. But no, I just want to say, one of the things with this conversation, one of the things I want to talk about too is somebody in the comments, somebody put, that's what the men want from younger women, and they can get the younger girls to listen more than older women. And I'm gonna say this: I do not want that, because I almost made a whole bunch of badass decisions, and luckily I had a woman on my side who was experienced in life and was able to say, nah, you don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking, I don't know, but I'm thinking if the woman was younger, she might not have had that experience and that information, so I could benefit. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Sherry, Tim said something. You ever got dickmatized? Because I think most women have been there, and it was probably with a crazy ass dude, and you got to enjoy it. But you ever been dickmatized?
Nah. I mean, now I've had some great sex. I've had some great sex with somebody. But like that I stayed in a toxic relationship because the sex was great. Nah.
It ain't even gotta be toxic. You just know it ain't something that's long term.
No, because most of the time, well, in my younger years, when I was in the dating scene, it's like a guy, he always wanted to date me. I'm good with we cool. I wasn't emotional. I wasn't one of those people that I still don't wear my heart on my sleeve. So, no, I mean, somebody had some good shit, but I mean, it didn't make me want to stay. Not that. That's not what made me want to stay.
Did it make you call in for work?
No.
Oh, so that wasn't that good then.
No, I was always going to work.
It
Exactly.
wasn't that good then.
Exactly.
I was always going to work. Nah.
She didn't throw that leg on him in the morning or nothing. She just let him go.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, when I was younger, I feel like I didn't appreciate sex like how I can appreciate it now. Like I used to be like, bam, bam, bam. All right, get on your side. Get on your side. Ain't no it's hot. Move.
Oh, sure, you got a little play in.
I just wanted to cuddle.
Oh, I ain't gonna lie now. I was a beast. I ain't gonna lie. I was a beast. I had 3 boyfriends when I was in Columbus, and I told all of them the truth. I wasn't having sex with but one of them. But I would say, hey, Bobby, I got to be back by 12 because Tony picking me up. He'd be like, okay. And then when I hang out with Tony for a while, I say, hey, I got to get with Eric later on at 7. So I got to be back. And they was like, okay. I've always been real honest.
Your boyfriends?
Whatever they were.
Niggas you was fucking.
No, I only
was fucking but one.
I wasn't fucking but one. But my point is that I've always been honest in dating anyway. I've had 5 guys at my house at one time because I didn't have a rule where, you know how people like call before you come. It didn't bother me because I never have anything to hide. So they just so happened to stop by on a Saturday night, and Gilbert, he waited them out though. Gilbert was the one that waited them out. They sat there for a minute, and I talked
was the one
fucking. Yeah, Gilbert was the one that got
exactly.
But we was already.
We all know. We all know. The other folks knew they wasn't gonna get nothing, so they dipped. So and we knew Gilbert was gonna go ahead and get what he needed.
Gilbert had already had it. Gilbert was the one I was spending the majority of my time with. So
we know, Jerry. We know.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, my point is that I ain't never been digmatized. 2, I've always been honest about what I'm doing for the most part. And why I say in the most part is that, I've had some indiscretions when I was married, but, but for the most part, it's like, if I'm just dating, you know who I'm dating, period. That's just it. You're going to know who I'm having sex with and who I'm not. So you can hang around or you can keep moving. It don't matter to me because I like me.
All right. Okay. I see my elder statesman, Joe Mo. Come on now. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking to y'all for some guidance and leadership. Oh man. I had to cut the fan on in my room. I had to cut my camera. Y'all something special. Man, now what? Come on, give me something, brother. You know what I'm saying? You was always over. Come on, give me something. Give me something. Put the cigar down.
We need transition. All right, let's transition. My question is, are women? Okay, I'm not gonna say it like that. How do I want to phrase it?
Say however you want, man. Say however you want.
I've seen a lot of women personally and on these worldwide internets that get in the way of fathers being fathers. So they end up raising bitch ass niggas. I'll give an example. This morning, this young man was carrying in a speaker for his mama, right? The father was there. He was at the door, holding the door open so the son could bring the speaker in. The son got the little big tower stand-up speakers with the handle on it. He trying to carry it, saying it's too heavy. The mama trying to assist him. The daddy tell him put it down. It's got wheels on it. Just pull it in, right? The mama steady trying to help him, right? The dad literally had to hold the mom's hand back and say, hey, he got it. Roll it in the house. So he was like, the son finally figures it out, rolls it in the house. The mom still trying to help him. Oh, it's so heavy. Woo, woo, woo. He like, hey, we raising a man. Woo, woo. And even still, with all that, she still stepped out of bounds, in my opinion, because when she went in the house behind him, she asked him, are you okay, baby? The fuck you mean you okay? Nigga, roll this little shit in here. You shut the fuck up, and you can do so we can continue on with the rest of our day. There's no point of moms coming in here trying to save their son from everybody. When you start looking at a lot of these non-well-to-do black men that's in this society, it's typically because some woman was out there trying to save him every time he got his punk ass in trouble.
So let me ask you this, because this is the only thing I got going through my mind is I guarantee you that mom was probably not older than 30.
Honestly, I don't know how old his mom was. It was one of them
What you
little
think?
online
Just
things.
looking at her.
I would say she was 40. I would say she was north of 40.
Yeah, I know that for a fact because we didn't get that. You go older than that, you don't get baby like that.
Man. Yeah. Like she followed up like, baby, are you okay? I'm like, what the fuck you mean? Are you okay? Let him roll that shit in there. She's trying to help him and stuff. It's on wheels, dog. Roll it up.
So and then millionaire, the bigger picture though, because that's a big piece of it. But the bigger picture is when anybody, I ain't gonna say it's the mom or whatever, but anybody is being a crutch to somebody else, they are not doing them a favor. They're doing them a disservice because they're not gonna know how to swim by themselves. They're not gonna know how to walk by themselves. And I don't mean that literally, but y'all get the point, right? When life sneaks up and says, "What up, fool?" They in trouble. That's all I'm saying.
I think the level of disrespect was. Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
No, do your thing.
I think the level of, to me, that where there was a certain level of disrespect was that the father was giving instructions to his son. Right. The mother was trying to help and do what she normally does. But at this point, this is a father teaching his son to be a man. My opinion is, as a mother, you should be hands off at that point. You should be quiet. You should step back, let men do men shit, and then go on about the rest of your day. But instead, she kept trying to interject and help and assist and all that. He didn't need all that. And the father knew his son didn't need that type of assistance anyway. I felt the way when I watched it, like, damn.
And I would say that she never had respect for him. So him saying that, and this is where I blame men for a lot of things, because we still gotta choose better too. So you mess with a woman who don't respect you, so she's not gonna respect none of your decision making skills, and that's something that we gotta pick carefully when we gonna get women. Because I see, and we'll keep saying women are disrespectful, but they didn't just become disrespectful. A disrespectful woman been disrespectful, but we put up with it because the sex was good. So now when we trying to do something, we already know she don't respect our decisions. And it's hard, it's a hard battle right then. And I hear dudes, man, she disrespectful. Well, I just got one simple question. When was she ever following your lead? Because if you get a woman who follow your lead, you're not gonna have that problem. But she never follows your lead. You let her wear the pants too many times, so now she don't respect your authority because you never exerted it. So whose fault is that? Is it the dude for fucking with her still and getting her pregnant? Or is it the woman who is turning the boy soft? And ain't neither party, I think both parties are equally responsible. Because you got to know when a woman is disrespectful to you. Because we've seen dudes who in disrespectful relationships, and we'll keep blaming the woman, but we don't ever ask ourselves, why is the dude still there? Why does he not care about being disrespected? Why does he not care? Because you can't be a king unless somebody disrespects you in your own shit. Unless you living with her, unless she footing all the bills, unless you just hanging on. Now I don't know the total situation because I ain't seen the video, but a lot of that boiled down to that. Because like I said, I've dated women who trusted my decision making skills. I didn't get no kickback, even when we were dealing with their kids that weren't mine. And I dated women who weren't trying to hear nothing from nobody, and I let them go. So at some point, as men, don't we have to accept that accountability, and we got to make better decisions? Because she ain't just started that.
So that's one thing. That's one side of DVP. But the another side is maybe this dude has never showed and proved that she can have confidence in him. The father I'm talking about. So that's why she's in the way trying to do this with the son. That could be another thing too. You know, that's a big part of it. You gotta build and instill confidence in the woman you with, so that way they can get the hell out the way and let you do your thing.
But you also have to develop. But you also have to build confidence in the son, and the father may not be building confidence in him. You know what I mean? Like, just always trying to push him. You know what I mean? And I get it because I have a son, and my son is not he's not I know for a fact he will not be someone that knows how to fix stuff. Like if you put a hole in the wall, he gonna call somebody to fix it. He's a brain person. I mean, he could change a tire, he can lift stuff, and don't need no help. And he do stuff like, opening doors and taking out the trash without being told. He does those manly things partly, but like, would I prefer he be more, who a blue collar type guy? Yes, that's what I love. I love a blue collar man. But my son is gonna be a white collar. I know he is. You know what I mean? He just, he is who he is, So but nah, I don't baby him like that, as in, if I say, money, I need you to go do this, and I just let him do it. Now, and when I was married, my ex-husband, he would come in and he'd be like, "Hey man, come on, it's time to go to baseball practice. Hey man, come on, it's time for us to get a haircut." And he would teach him how to do certain things, and but my son still never really picked it up, you would say. Like my ex-husband, that mug could probably build a house, but my son never was interested in that kind of stuff. He was more of a brainiac, almost nerdy. You know what I mean? So, and I think too, there's a different type of relationship between a mother and her son, just like the father and his daughter. So, that may have had some play in it, but I was rough with my son because I didn't want no soft son. So,
And a lot of it depend on how they was like I say, I think it's part of critical thinking. Like when I was a kid, my mom we would go to the grocery store. We got 15 bags. All my mama grabbing is the eggs and the bread because she don't trust me yet. But I got to figure out how to get them bags up because she ain't doing nothing but unlocking the door. So it
Yep.
depends on who you raise. Because when I see mothers doing stuff when I'm at my job, I say, hey, you gotta let your son do this. You gotta let your son. You gotta let him try to figure out how to do stuff. I know you want to help him. I know you think it's too heavy, but
Mhm.
when you help him lift something, you actually telling him you think he weak, and that's the messages you getting. So he learned not to ever put, because we all gonna fail, and that's what we learn from. So
Yep.
sometimes they got to get it, but I'm gonna still stick to this because this one I'm gonna hold men more accountable than women. We gotta make sure that we making good decisions in the choosing process so that they will allow us to be a man when it's time for us to be a man. But we can't just be a man when it's convenient for us. Leadership, you can't. This is the first time me and Millionaire meet. Millionaire can't come into my world and start taking over shit because I don't know nothing about him. Now we've been together for a minute, and I tell people it's when a bunch of men get together. At some point, the alpha man will submit to another alpha man if he knows something better than him. But if I don't know you, we're gonna do it this way. And I think women are the same way. You got to show them over time that you're a good decision maker. And then
Mhm.
if you with the right woman, she will acquiesce and just fall to the background. And while we teaching the lesson, she gonna go
Yep.
on and make dinner. But if
Yep.
we have a habit of making shitty decisions, popping in and out whenever we feel like it, she not gonna give us nothing. So it's a culmination, like I say, because in my world, a man got to be a man. I ain't gonna never blame a woman for being a man because we got to choose better. And I know it's some asshole women out there, but like we asked them why you choose him. I'm gonna ask the dudes why you choose her. Why did you choose her? Tip said, you got to have a conversation about the baby and child rearing. And if we being honest, how many of us had a question about how many of us had a conversation about raising a child or having a child before somebody got pregnant? Oh, there you go. So so you was on the path to making the right decision because you want to have these
It was still
conversations.
a
I know
bad
I know
decision.
now.
It still ended up being a bad decision because all the shit she said
Went out the window.
out the fucking window when the baby came. And I learned that. I learned that in previous relationships, but I'm like, in this one, I'm gonna do it the right way. I'm gonna ask and figure it out. And how we gonna do this? How we gonna do that? What I started hearing? The same shit I was hearing before. This is my baby. So now you take full ownership and it's your baby and the fucking law supports that shit and I'm in court and all that other stuff. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. I started learning about Arizona, the state of Arizona and its laws about the baby being 2 years old and having to be with the primary parent because the mama was carrying her in a fucking womb and all that shit. And all of a sudden now she the better. Anyway, I digress. Go ahead, brother.
You in Arizona?
No, but
Oh, oh,
the case law.
okay. Okay, I thought you I
Case law,
thought you
my
were close.
bad.
No. But
No,
yeah,
I'm in
and,
Georgia. I'm in
and,
Georgia. We're talking about
and
case law.
okay, and sometimes we make mistakes too, but we can't, you know what I'm saying? We got to learn how to adapt and overcome. And I don't want men to give up so easy because sometimes, that's why I start teaching men how to get their rights. You know, I can teach you for free if you want to be taught. I can't make you do shit because we make bad decisions, they make bad decisions. But when it comes to raising our future, and I'm talking strictly to men right now because I got 5 of us on here, we got to do better. we got to quit blaming them, because at some point we still pick them, and I don't care how shitty they are. We got to do a better job, even if you can't do nothing but exert your authority. And I was told I can't use the term visitation because you visit inmates. When it's our time for parenting, then we just
Visitation.
got to. No, visitation is for
That was the
inmates.
law call it.
You don't visit your kids. You parent your kids. So we're
The
gonna use
paperwork say visitation.
Oh my Lord.
And slavery was legal once upon a time. We don't talk about it no more. So we're gonna use the correct term. Just because somebody used some shit that don't apply, because you shouldn't be visiting your kids. It shouldn't be visitation. It's parenting time if you're doing it right. And man, you done had this conversation, Mark, about dads who are trying to do right. When you with your kids, you can't babysit your kids. They're your fucking kids. You can't babysit them. They're yours. You enjoy your parenting time. And just because
It's parenting time, Mark.
Thank you, Mark.
I ain't never. Who came up with that term, babysitting their own kids?
Somebody ignorant ass baby mama.
That's all it was.
So you ain't never heard about say I gotta go babysit my kids?
I ain't never heard a nigga say that in my life.
If we did, we wouldn't have too many more conversations after that. But man told me he had to babysit his own kids.
But hey, they don't say I gotta go do this, I do that. We talked. You weren't on that show, man. Now, but we have to do better, because we can't keep claiming we running shit and doing this if we're gonna keep running at the first sign of trouble. We're gonna make bad decisions. It's a cost for that, but you can't just give up. But like I said, with McMahon's situation, I'm sure Charlotte didn't just become disrespectful that day. She's been disrespectful all along. Because at some point, and it's crazy because most women have said this. You say it in a different way, but at some point you either get them to look or you step to them and say, "Hey, I got this. Go sit your ass down somewhere."
All right.
But most women still want to know that we got us in there. Most women that I have dated have waited for a man to step up, and sometimes because they ain't never seen it. Sometimes you have to be really direct with them, and you know what they do? They appreciate it, because you don't want to embarrass them, but sometimes you need to tell us, shut the fuck up and sit down. I got this.
So there's another side to that discussion too. And the other side is that a lot of the women have had to deal with a lot of shit independently. So it takes time for them to shed their own independence and rely on you, for example, or let you get in your space and do what you need to do. So that's something you really got to take into account. And so that's one of the things that kind of gets in the way sometimes. You asking her to remove the safety net, but you ain't proved that you gonna catch her when she fall. That's a big consideration.
Where does she learn that from, though?
Life. A lot of dudes letting her down. A lot of people letting her down. Life. And so guess what? You carry that shit with you to the next relationship, and the next relationship, whatever. But that's just what it is. I didn't make it up. That's how it happens. And so if you're dealing with that problem, you got to figure that out.
But as you were saying, where did she get it from? Where do we get most stuff from? And this is why I love Atlanta for Black people, because you get to see, you can be anywhere in Atlanta and run into a celebrity. You can't do that in a lot of other towns. So if you got daughters or sons, you can take them somewhere they can see successful Black people, and it ain't no big deal. So they know it's attainable. Other places, you got to be rich to hang out with some of these people. And I think when you don't see something, you don't know something exists. I went on a picnic with some people, just a random picnic group of friends, and we was across the street, and I grabbed this girl's hand as we was walking across the street. And we get across the street and tears coming out. I was like, "Why are you crying?" She said, "No man has ever held my hand coming across the street." She's 35. She ain't never had this. So she don't know this is what guys do. So sometimes we think that based on our lifestyle, people been through the same circumstances and shit that we have. But to me, it wasn't even a flirty gesture. I was just grabbing her hand because that's what I was supposed to do. But
that's why you get the young girl, because she ain't already been tainted like that. You ain't got to deal with 20 more years of her being fucked.
But you got, again, where's she from? No, because if she from the same type of environment where she ain't never seen a man step up, all she seen is men who come to hit it and quit it. She tainted too at 25, because that's all she know that men come and do, because she didn't have one. And I can say this. No, she wasn't a stranger. She was somebody I knew, but she was just lagging behind. But if they ain't ever seen it, they don't know it exists.
Yeah, Tiffany, stranger danger.
I know you ain't.
I'm with you, Tiffany.
No,
I'm just agreeing with our comments in the comments.
Mark, how do I mute you? I'm gonna block your ass.
It's the comments. I was just agreeing with a viewer.
All of a sudden now you can read. You know what I'm saying? You must have that talking shit on your phone, man. Ain't nobody dealing with you, Mark. But
real stranger.
But I mean, even for us men, when do we learn stuff? Sometimes we have to see it, because if we don't know it, I was talking to a guy who grew up with a toxic mama. So he didn't know that men could step up. All he ever seen was his mama yelling at men and them bowing down. He didn't.
What was his daddy?
Gone. But his dad, when he was around, he got yelled at. So he thought that was normal in a relationship for the woman to yell. He didn't know that was toxic, because that's all he's ever seen. So when he was in a relationship and shouted yelling at him, he thinks it's okay. Even though it makes him feel a certain way, he ain't never seen a man stand up to a woman and tell her, hey, I'm not finna have this shit. So when I was telling, I said, bro, you can't let her do this. You know what I'm saying? That's not right. Well, he was like, well, that's all I know. Because that's all he knew. And the girl who grew up with her daddy, that's all she knew. So sometimes we learn stuff, and that's why Mark says, you got to know your people's past, because without their past, you don't know how to fix their future. You need to know where they came from, because you can't think everybody came from where you came from. You got to know. And sometimes we have to adjust our mindsets, because we keep saying, oh, so-and-so old enough to know this. Age ain't got nothing to do with what you know. Experience has got to do what you know. Age is just a number. You got lucky enough to live that long. But what have you learned in your 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 years? If you ain't learned shit, you can't apply shit, because you don't know shit.
Well, I just learned that you got to grab stranger hand when they crossing the street.
Not a
it's
stranger.
Just inside, outside, a crosswalk.
Mark, I'm gonna teach you some gentleman shit right quick. When you're a gentleman and you're amongst a bunch of other women, and one or two are lagging behind, you grab them for safety to have them keep up. Because as a man, I'm still the protector. See,
are they white?
I ain't one of them dudes that will only protect my woman. I will protect any woman that's in my circle at the time. They were in the circle, so I needed for her to catch up. See,
are they white women though?
Hell no. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said it like that. But anyway, hell no.
I'm just saying, you're a very successful man. You know what I'm saying? It might be time to get you the snow bunny. You did. Hey, you know what I'm saying? It might be time to.
Hey, I like
on the slopes.
Hey, I'm in Georgia. I like dark women. Tiff, don't do that. But what I'm a gentleman all the time. I'm a gentleman.
Protecting all the hoes.
Damn, but y'all. Hey.
That's right, Tiffany. That's what he's doing.
Like Tiff, you done already heard from Mark. If they hoes, Mark got them. So
let these hoes in my room.
No, they can't come in the room. We just crossed the street. But y'all something.
DVT, don't save them. They don't want to be saved.
Want to be saved?
I ain't saving nobody. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, you are. Come on, hoes.
When you go to the mall, who you holding the door open for?
The hoes.
Anybody?
The hoes.
Let me talk to the older gentleman on the show. Joe, Mo, who y'all holding the door for? Is it just for your woman or for all the women who coming right along?
Go ahead, Joe.
You first.
Hey man, look. So my mindset is I treat people in public the way I would want other people to treat my wife in public. So if that means I'm gonna hold the door because I just want to be respectful, or I'm gonna watch out for somebody because I feel like I don't believe in this shit, but maybe karma or something is like, okay, now my wife gonna be protected. I do it. Not only that, I also do it because I was raised that way. So I do it. So that's what I do.
Yeah, shut the fuck up, Mark. I agree with you, Mo. Really. Mark, shut the fuck up, dog.
I got a really goddamn question.
You say some bullshit. Nah, shut the fuck up. You about to say some bullshit.
I want to know. So you want to know if a dude told you close the door in his face?
No, hey, shut the fuck up. No,
do you close the door in the dude's face?
I saw what you said. I saw what you was about to say, dog.
Oh shit! That's a dude. So you close the door in the dude's face?
You got that little bubble out your head.
And he had the Spider-Man bubble. Was like,
y'all just be saying shit for brownie points. If it's a dude coming, you just close the door and walk in.
Do he look like you?
He ain't got no ass and close the
Do he
door.
look like you? Do he look like
There's
you?
something wrong with y'all.
Do he look like you? He might. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with your hand, player.
He a pale face.
Ain't nothing wrong with you. He definitely ain't gonna get it.
They just
You
close
gotta
the
get
door
it.
when people
Gotta
face.
get it. Gotta get it. How you, hey, I was concerned about me and my safety. You gotta get it how you live, dog. I need that barrier in between me and you.
Y'all
You gotta
never
get it how you
noticed,
live,
man.
brother.
Sometimes I be this close to having control of the show. This close. I was almost there. Almost. And then bam. Who is the guy in the middle? He quiet. Oh, Joe? Oh, I'm sorry. That's Joseph, according to
Joseph,
Sherry. So
Joseph, why are you so quiet tonight?
he's the smartest guy in the room. He tell us what books to read to be better people.
No, I'm not the smartest guy. Not at all. No.
We voted Joseph, so you
I'm
are.
just listening. I'm just listening.
But she wants to know what you have to say. Because you deferred to Mo first, so now it's your turn, sir. We're all listening with bated breath.
Bated breath. I listen. Yeah. I can't follow that. I'm not supposed to follow that. Millionaire just told it like it was. I mean, I'm with Millionaire on that.
You with me in that what part? Tell him Mark to shut the fuck up, or where he said
that part.
Okay. Oh, man. Every time.
Hey, Mark, the shut the fuck up count is about 6 so far. So I'm counting them. I'm keeping score right here, bro.
Oh, Cher, she calling you out too. She said you being pretty quiet, Cher. Come on. And y'all remember Tiff was on the show. Tiff was on the show a couple of months ago. She's spicy. She's spicy. I'm trying to get her to come back.
Well, one, I mean, now, you know, again, it's because I'm older. You know, I don't really care to hear men call women bitches and hoes, you know, especially, you know, their sisters, you know what I mean? So, you know, I mean, I let y'all be men, do what you do, you know. And you know, Mark, his way of thinking is just like blows my mind. So it's just, I mean, hey, you know, what y'all want me to say?
Tiffany said you got quiet, and we know you ain't the quiet one.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. But I just, you know, I let y'all have it. You know, y'all was going through y'all little banter. You know, I know when it shut up is, you know, okay, like old boy was saying, you know, and I do agree with him when he said that when the daddy was giving instructions, she should have just let them deal with it and went in the house or something. But you know,
but that's only gonna happen if she got respect for him,
right?
And that's something that we got to pay more attention to. That I think that when we're younger, we don't know what respect looks like a lot of times because we weren't really around it, so we don't really know what to do. And a lot of times, I think most people become situational. They go along to get along. Because I know lots of guys who I deem to be strong dudes who just don't like arguing. They just don't. So when they get hit when they get hit with it, they just because they don't want it. And as you get older, you learn how to cut it off a little bit earlier so that it doesn't become an issue. But you got to be around somebody to see how it's done. Because if you still ain't never seen it, you don't know how to navigate. Because if you like most of us, and I don't know how Millionaire grew up, but if you grew up in a single parent household, you never really saw a man negotiating. You never really saw a man truly leading in the household. So it's a skill that you want to get, but how do you learn it without seeing it? And God forbid you watch trash TV, because then you just don't know shit. Your life is all screwed up if you believe TV is real life. Tiffany apologized. She said, but you do know the hoes exist though. So Tiffany said she ain't mean, and you know, we can joke and call about it, but yeah, in general conversation, I'm not a fan of. I'm with my Angel. We got to stop calling out black women bitches and hoes. But sometimes, like dudes, they earn the title. If we're being,
they won't stop calling themselves that.
But see, to me, I start distancing myself from women who do that because I know that's not what I want. You know, yeah, it's just not what I want. Especially if all they friends, I'm with my bitches, I'm with this. Because, you know, I do believe sometimes you can speak stuff into existence and you start developing that mindset. You know, if it's a once every now and then thing that you cackling when it's just y'all and I'm somewhere I ain't got no business being, but when it become a public thing where you keep talking about, yeah, me and my bitch is going here, me and these hoes, we finna do this. You know, at 61, it ain't about that life. At 26, I didn't give a shit. But at this age, yeah, if that's what you keep referring to yourself as, I'm good. I'm good.
There's some old 61-year-old hoes out there though.
Well, and you know, and the only reason I say black is because you know, Tiff, this show most time we talk about how to make black people better. You know,
Oh,
I think
well,
on
let
time
me
I
leave the
have
old hoes out of it then.
I had a white guy on the show one time so he could bring up the myths that we think white people are better, and he was like, "Yeah, white people ain't shit too. They just ain't as public about they ain't shit in this like we are." So you know,
Why do you think? Why do you think we think that? Let me ask you that. Pivoting a little bit. Why do you think that we think white people are better and that they think that they are better?
because we
So
like
my opinion is we getting programmed the same way, just from different sides.
well
It's called
because
post-traumatic slave. Hold on.
go ahead.
Let me grab it.
Oh
That's
shit, we got
called,
Mojo.
yeah, you got, that's called post-traumatic slave disorder. So you've been programmed by a certain society to degrade yourself. And that's, and again, we can go down that rabbit hole when we want. But if you listen to a lot of rap lyrics, we degrade ourselves, not them. It's us degrading us. But again, it's post-traumatic slave disorder, and it is an actual phenomenon. We can talk about that. But let me digress just for a second. There's a quote that said, "When I was a child, I spoke in a child's language. I used to think like a child. When I became a man, I got rid of childish things." That's where I'm at.
And let me follow that up too with this. It's called a psyop. That's a psyop, and
Yes.
it's been running. They've been running a psyop on us since we were little kids. Anytime you watch a news station, anytime you watch the news, you're getting hit with a psyop. But y'all remember all the times they show the criminal, the little black boy with his head down and the hands behind the back, right, doing the perp walk. It's a psyop. It's a damn psyop because now all black people are bad, right? And it was a lot more than just that. But when they talk about the other man or other people, they wouldn't do that. So it's a generational thing, man, and it's deliberate.
Hold on. Let me add that. I'm glad you brought that up because one of the classes I used to teach was on that exact area. If you look at the news, how it presents itself, you'll see all the time of a black villain. And here's what I mean. You'll see on Atlanta news, Chicago news, New York, X amount of shooters in the black community. But when the white guys go out and do mass shootings, you never see them show their faces. When there is a black suspect, they always say black. You never, ever, and I'll challenge anyone, you'll never see them ever say the race of the shooter is white. And if I'm wrong, please correct me.
No, he's right. They'll say a man or a shooter or this individual. They don't color code it when it's the other.
They humanize them without the prefix.
Yeah. And like I said, they don't do the walk. They don't do none of that. You know what I mean? That's just what it is.
So what speaking to that, it's still the same programming on both sides because you got, let's say, the pale leg people seeing it from their perspective and seeing the same thing as the person of hue being the bad guy, and then you got us seeing it as damn near the same way. You know what I'm saying? So we getting looked at like that's us being bad, woo woo, and they looking at us like that's us being bad, woo woo woo. So it's still the same programming to me.
Joe, can I get this real quick?
Yeah, please.
You gotta remember yours. So that's a class thing because you got poor white people, right, that are in a particular class, and then you got black people that are in their own class. So you're right, Millionaire McMahon. When they do that, it's either gonna be poor white folks. You ain't gonna see no rich, no damn body in no damn suit, no executive, none of that doing no perp walk. Forget about it. It's gonna be it's a class thing. So it's gonna be poor white people or it's gonna be black people. That's it. But go ahead, Joe.
No, listen, I can sit here and show you the stats, show you the what Mo was talking about, the psyops. But the psyops part is when I teach you to beat yourself, here, better yet, a book I'd like you to read is this thing called Sun Tzu's Art of War. In Art of War, he talks about how you defeat your enemy without firing a shot. Now, here's the thing that's interesting about this book. This book has been in play with every war college since we've been around. So the Japanese have read this, what came from Japan, the Chinese, the English, the Russians, even some of our newer foes are all using the same playbook. That playbook has been around since slavery. So what did you think they did? They just inculcated. They just incorporated into their playbook here in the Americas. It's the same playbook.
And too many
Please
times.
pick it up. If you ever get a chance, I'll sit down and walk you through the book.
Yeah, too many times from our perspective, and I know we've talked about this ad nauseum. We get as Mo was talking about the side, you get the Stephen A. Smith, somebody who looks like us but is quick to dog us and uplift other people. And at one point, you know, even though Stephen A. Smith was a loud mouth, he's a black guy. When you do the research and you see that in my world, Jesse Jackson was never shit. He was doing the same things. The people that we seen the deem as leaders all seem to have a little soft spot when it comes to calling out white people. And I tell you, if you listen, you'll see white people are way worse, and they call each other out. They just do it differently. They just do it. Man, I would challenge anybody. Join one of these all white groups on Facebook and look at how they talk. They not aggressive, but they slick as shit when they disrespect. And we tend to do stuff. We like to be loud and raucous and call each other out. But white people do the same shit. They just don't do it. And a lot of us don't have that audience, so we make them better than us for some shit we don't know. Because they was the ones who started sleeping with each other. They was the one who started that inbreeding. They the ones who started the child molestation. It's a lot of stuff that white people did. And guess who wanted to be like them? For some reason, we want to do the same shit because we didn't do that kind of shit. We keep wanting to follow them because somebody keeps making them out to be good. So sometimes we have to look at the implanted role models we get who make us think, oh, this. But then we see they really ain't doing nothing for us. So it's hard to uplift yourself, which is why you got to have small groups like this where you can find somebody who is really about that life without making you feel bad. And it's safe
to say Barack Obama.
About what? And see, and I can't
about what you're saying. About what you're saying. It's safe to say Barack Obama.
See, and me and Joe had this fight all the time. Barack Obama, in my opinion, we're not gonna make it political. When Barack got elected, a lot of us didn't know shit about politics. See, Donald Trump can get away with shit because what? Remember now, the Republicans running everything when Barack came, and I ain't saying he couldn't have did more, but he didn't help. We didn't know how to vote for the Congress and the Senate. We voted for him, and it's just like going out. We see that Ferrari, somebody's selling a Ferrari for $200, but we don't know we got to put a premium in it. So a lot of things, like I said, I ain't saying he did the best, but we were nowhere near embarrassed as we are with the white guy.
I disagree. I disagree because you learn the different systems. You learned about the executive, the judicial, and you learned about all that stuff in 7th grade. You learned about the Congress, the House. You learned about all that stuff in 2nd grade.
We heard the song.
7th grade.
We heard the song on Schoolhouse Rock, but if you ask people who they voted for in that election, they can't tell you nothing past Obama. So they didn't do it because why didn't he have control of the House or the Senate? We did a lot of that and we blame him for it, but we didn't give him no help. Now, could he have done more? He probably could have.
Yeah.
Look at what's going on now. Look at what's going on now. Because he got the House and the Senate behind him, so he can do a lot of crazy shit. What happened when Barack wanted to appoint a judge? Who stood in his way? It was them. So we can't. Again, I ain't saying he did a great job, but he's doing much better than what we've been having. So I won't use him. Jesse Jackson was a straight shapeshifter. He was never on our side.
Yeah, he got Martin Luther King killed.
And let me say this.
Ben Trump, a straight shapeshifter. He don't even speak English, but some reason everybody said, call Ben Trump. He ain't doing shit for us. He ain't doing shit. The law that got Trayvon Hill is still on the books because he got paid and he didn't give a shit. He don't go, he like Al Sharpton. He don't go nowhere, it ain't a camera. If it's a camera there, he gonna show up. But he ain't doing nothing in the background. What you got, Mo?
No, I was just gonna say, I agree with you, Millionaire McMath, but here's what I'm gonna say is that you're right. I'll say it this way though. I heard about it in high school, but I didn't learn about it till I was almost 50. Two different, totally different things. I heard about it, you know what I'm saying? Because they would go through it in the books, right? And we hear about all this stuff that's supposed to happen, judicial this and Congress that and all that. Ain't know what none of that damn shit meant. You know what I'm saying? I didn't study that. We didn't talk about that in my house. But later on in life, when I understood the significance of politics, you know, then I didn't get it till like I said, I was close to 45 when I really started understanding how significant this stuff is and why I need to understand it. So yeah, so I agree with you though.
Let me jump in. Let me jump in there. I love this area, but I'll just say this. In addition to the book I told you about, Art of War, grab Machiavelli's The Prince. Now, if you want a real lesson in politics and how it should or what it should look like and how it's played in this America's, these two books will put you on par and set you far ahead of anybody else. Because it's going to give you, the second one's going to be Machiavelli, The Prince. It's a hard read, but it's a real read. It talks about the separation of ethics and politics, better to be feared than loved, and political realism. So you combine that with tactics, and then you'll see how each one of these systems works. And I will have that discussion any day with anybody. Now, let me add this to this whole mix, the Baracks and all that. There was a few people that came along long before Barack, but here's what I'll give you one thing I want you to think about. Why did they kill X? Why did they kill King? And why did they kill the Black Panthers 8 months after they killed King? 8 months. Now, people don't know that. They think it's years. It was 8 months afterwards they killed King. But they never tried to assassinate Elijah Muhammad. Now, when you give me that answer, then we can have a further discussion.
Get him, Joseph.
My honest opinion is I think the Honorable Elijah Muhammad was, working with the CIA and myself, but the clowns in disguise, That's my opinion. I don't have no actual factuals, but I have my
There. I will also say this. King was killed 2 years after Malcolm X. At the time King was assassinated, he was finishing up the Montgomery boycott, which was the first and most successful boycott, broke a whole city's bus system down. And these chumps talking about organizing. They have no idea what it takes to organize. And it took them a year to break it, but they did it.
I thought it was because him and Malcolm was getting together and stockpiling guns and ready to have some actual revolution.
Here, let me help you with that.
When we do the show on politics, I'm gonna make sure you're around me now, because Joe gonna be there, Mo gonna be there, Yolanda gonna be there, but we're gonna talk politics because, as Mo was saying, I think a lot of us don't understand politics. Hell, it's as smart as I claim to be. I just got into politics truly after the Hillary loss, because I was one of them who I knew to vote local and I knew to vote for the president. All the rest of the shit really didn't mean nothing to me because I didn't understand. I heard it. I knew the whole Schoolhouse Rock song. A bill is a bill, and I'm just all that. But I didn't know. I truly didn't know what none of that meant. And everybody thought I was a smart guy, and I was. Just not about politics, which is why I reached out to certain people because I need to understand it. Because a lot of, like I said, we look at this, and I'm gonna end this because we gotta get ready to go. What makes Trump so successful is because he got 35% of truly loyal people who ain't gonna never go against him. Because remember, he didn't win by popular vote, but his loyal people are hella loyal. What we like to do, and people blame us for this, is that I will sit here and talk bad about Ben Trump. I will sit here and talk bad about Jesse Jackson, and they say, "Oh, we got to all stick together." And I say that was our demise. We keep sticking together for the wrong people. So, because we're not supposed to talk about us, we're supposed to keep uplifting us. All us ain't worth uplifting. To me, the biggest reason we're in this predicament is because of us. The old school preachers, even our parents and grandparents. How old are you, millionaire? 47?
You muted, bro.
47.
Okay, so most of us, I'm 61. Joe, I ain't sure about Mo, but we grew up with that little wooden fork and spoon. And we also grew up with a picture of white Jesus somewhere. But our grandparents swore they read the Bible. So where was white Jesus in this Bible? So we got a lot of misinformation from people who were just following more misinformation. And I tell you, I don't want you to be mad at your parents and grandparents, but there was a lot of misinformation going on that was from people who looked like us. The churches I went to, they had stained glass with a white dude on it with brown hair. But all y'all read the Bible. That ain't in no Bible I've ever seen. But remember, all them said it. So we'll say that somebody else did this, and it's the most. Who is the side? Who is the COINTELPRO? It was people who looked like us that was misinforming us because they were ignorant. I don't think they did it out of malice, but they just kept repeating bad information. Our grandparents didn't mean they weren't trying to lie to us. They couldn't teach us about money because they never had money. So a lot of our misinformation came from inside because they got bad information and they trusted the source, which is what we do, which is why now it's important for us to reach out to people like you who I never met, to reach out to Mo and Joe, so we can start the process of educating people and everybody get a sector. And we talk about different things and we have uncomfortable conversations that Black people don't like to talk about because nobody wants to know that what they thought was wrong. But we got to get past this identity cognition protection thing where we don't want to hear the truth because now it means we got to look at life totally different. And old people are stubborn. We don't want to know that we've been thinking wrong all our life. When you tell people about politics and it's like, oh, no, I know this. Hell, I'm still trying to figure out what because Mo gonna do a show that I don't know if I'm a progressive. I don't know if I'm a this. Because I like some of this. I like some of this. I like some of that. So shit, what does that make me other than confused as hell? So we're going to do a show on politics. I'm going to make sure you there in your living room. Look like you broke into my house because you got the same living room. So I got to go check my piano to make sure my shit's still
Yeah, I got the same floor plan. That's all.
Oh, no,
just flip.
I'm thinking you
I got the same floor plan. Just flip.
And you already told me you had a gun, so I'm going to make sure you ain't in my house stealing my shit. So, hey, it's 7:59, so we got to get ready to get out of here. So, Sherry, unmute yourself and give us some parting words.
I would say that we all as Black people got to do better. Period. We're in a society now of a lot of technology, and we have to be accountable for what we are saying and teaching our children. So when you know better, you do better. If you don't want nobody calling your mama hoes and bitches, then you might want to, reevaluate how you identify women. So, and I think sometimes Black men are the worst critics of us. And a lot of the reason why we are the way we are is because lack of male leadership in the Black community. So, like I say, everybody, we got to do better, but men, you all supposed to be the head, take accountability. Y'all have a good night.
Millionaire, what you got as the guest on the show?
Hey, man, I'm going to keep it nice and simple, man. Hey, exposure leads to expansion. Find you something to do.
Damn, I like that. Exposure leads to expansion. I'm going to have to steal that shit, G. I'm sorry, Millionaire. I'm going to have to steal that one.
T-shirt.
You got it.
Mark, what you got, Mark? Since everybody keep telling you to hush.
Hey, man. In this age, find somebody that's going to make you happy, whether older, young. Just be happy. You compatible with everybody. You got something in common with everybody. So do that, and I'll see y'all clowns next week.
Mo, give it to us.
Yeah, so we touched upon politics some, and I'm gonna say this. Me and Joe, we talk offline, and I told Joe, I said, my wife is like a little baby Winnie Mandela because she's no joke when it comes to this politics. It's important, y'all. I'm trying to tell you, it's real important, and I'm telling you, forget about the rest of those classes. Just study Black radical politics. That's what we need to get. Once you understand Black radical politics, you want to go back and get them other ones, go ahead and do that. But go that direction first.
and the wise one. What you got, Obi-Wan?
Well, I'll finish with this. You got elections coming up. Every one of your friends that said they don't vote and their vote don't count, kick them out the door and never speak to them again, because they're the part of the reason that you're in this problem now. Vote, and vote like your life depends on it, because it does.
And as they say, voting season is upon us. And, you know, I do believe in the whole system. And I'm going to say this about voting. I will listen to why you vote for the way you vote. But what you can't do, what I can't do, I can't tell you how to vote. I don't have to like what you do. But if you vote and you truly thought it out, we don't have to agree. I just don't like when somebody said, I voted so-and-so. Tell me why you voting for so-and-so. I don't have to explain shit to you. Your vote is your vote. My vote is my vote. But get out and vote. To sit back and say that your vote don't count means you got to be one of the stupidest people on the planet, because each and every fucking day you see where they trying to take the vote away from you. If you weren't important, they wouldn't try to take your shit from you. I mean, life don't get much simpler than that. Life don't get much simpler. When you broke, ain't nobody trying to rob you, because your $3 don't mean shit to nobody. So quit repeating ignorance, trying to act like you smart. Oh, our vote don't count. They pick who they want to pick. Everything is already rigged. If you believe that shit, go on and just commit suicide. Just commit suicide, because you're a drag on society, and you're going to let whatever they want to do happen. You're the reason we're in this fucked up position. So, hey, you know, we'll see y'all next week. 6 days, 22 hours, and some change. I appreciate everybody for coming on there. Hey, man, that's send me a friend request. I need to see what you're talking about on your page. I'm going to talk shit, brother. And we all fun and games up in here. We don't take nothing serious, but hey, we're going to keep it real, and we're going to have uncomfortable conversations, and we're going to do what we do. And eventually we're going to get Mark some batteries. So y'all know what it is, right? Until next week, y'all know what it is, right? Peace, popcorn, and chicken grease, and we out.
We out.
Later.